Portals, rollouts, and rotations you need to know on HIGHWIND. HIGHWIND is a very difficult map for new players with the verticality and all the different portal surfaces, and too many times I'm seeing people run from this spawn here up this thing. This is nothing you should ever do. There are so many ways to portal across this map, and we're going to start with the spawns. So there's two main spawns. You have one way over there on something called pots, and you have this spawn here. The first rollout for this, there's a couple options. You can go straight in and you can grab bat here, or people who spawn here, you can look up here, use these backboards to get to the actual sniper. And you have to do something that's called triple portaling. You don't just want to run out and float. So you want to step through your portal slightly without falling out. And we can see we're on the yellow side now, so we'd want to shoot our purple portal here and step back through, and we're at sniper immediately. And then from there, you can do a couple different things. You can stay here, keep control. If you're playing King of the Hill, first hill is right here. You can go back to this spawn over here. There's so many different angles. So that is the first spot you can go. Another one, if you're spawning here and you want to go quick, you can run to the bat here, grab the bat. You can run, grab SMG, or if you really want to, you can try and contest plasma. So you can portal to this wall here. This is an angle you can portal up to, and you could even portal into here from this portal if you wanted to. But plasma is a very important spot and very important to control when playing at HIGHWIND, no matter what mode it is. So those are the main spawns really from this. Now, the opposite spawn, what I said was called pots, if we just go here, is you're going to have 4 people standing here. Now, there's a couple things you can do. You spawn in these 4 corners. You can do the sniper rollout. If you're spawning in any of these, you can shoot your portal here. You can shoot your other one here and do the same thing where you're barely stepping through, shooting your other one, and boom, you have the sniper, and it's the same exact thing. Now, for the other people spawning here, there's a couple things. People really like to either go bottom snipe or go over here to try and get control of plasma. You can shoot your foot, boom, you're here, and you can contest plasma. You can contest the people that are running up from the boat here if they are running, and you can watch this bottom snipe area. So those are kind of the main spawns here. Now, one of the big spawns and the biggest things I see people struggle with on HIGHWIND is when they're spawning in this corner right here. They're running up this ramp. You never want to do that. There's so many different ways you can get out of this spawn. You can, one, run straight here, use this wall to portal up here. Now, this is something you never want to block right here. After I use it, I want to close it, because if I don't, my teammate's going to be blocked and can't get up from here and would have to use maybe a side portal or something that's more awkward. Another thing you could do, you could go straight up to sniper. So you have that snipe option. You have up here. There's also a rotation where you can hit this backboard by B here, and you can instantly go right here and then portal up. That's another very useful one. And one of the most underrated ones is coming from bottom here. So let's say you spawn there, you run into here. You can see this portal wall right here, which goes into what is called art. It's the second floor right here. So you can see that from all the way down there. That one is extremely useful. From this room, if you're in this room, the main things you can really do, you can hit this side portal if you want to, and you could rotate into something like here if you're trying to move around the map. You can hit this portal, and a quick rotation would be to go to this. These are kind of the main portals that are used in HIGHWIND when rotating from here. Now, when it comes to over here, you can hit this backboard right here. And if you really want to, you could hit here and portal into here. And when you're here, like I said, plasma control is really important. If you jump a little bit, you can hit that backboard, but you do have to peek out. Otherwise, you have to hit literally a pixel perfect shot on a portal wall right here. So it's not worth the time doing that, but then you can get into plasma from there. And there's a lot of little different things from this room that you can actually do. You can also hit the backboard here to peek right here. Again, this is a very common spawn. From this back wall, so this is called boat right here, you can hit this wall if you wanted to move in. Another thing you could do is you could hit this back portal wall for when the hill is on this ball right here. You can, from this ball area, you can hit this spot right here, and you can kind of move around and see what you want to do. Now, from plasma, you can, there's a couple different things you can do. You can hit this bottom snipe, you can look here, you could hit this backboard and still peek into that same area. And one other cool thing you could do is if you have a portal here and they start to spawn here, because remember that elbow and in this room is a pretty common spawn, is you can hit this backboard here and you can actually hit this portal wall if you triple portal correctly and be fighting in this room. So that is a pretty cool one. Now, on these side portals, you can't see up to snipe, but whenever you're trying to portal into snipe, make sure you're using the angled ones right here and not these ones. Now from snipe, not a ton of different things. You can obviously hit this room, you could hit this, you'd hit in there. Could, if you really want to, hit that, but that is not the most useful. The best rotation really out of here is here to here or something along those lines. Now there is a hill that is bottom here, and you still, remember, have this angle when you're fighting this hill. Something you can do when you're trying to defend this hill is just throw a portal up here to try and look and see, and you can kind of watch it. But there's not a ton of portal angles from right here. Something you also can do from the spawn if you're jumping is to rotate into this if you ever need protection or need to get out quickly. You can barely see this wall right here if I get it pixel perfect, but again, it might not be worth taking the time to line that up. And then from here, this usually isn't a spot you're going to be sitting at, but you can portal into here. You could rotate to this wall if you were there. There's a couple different spots, but there's not a ton you can do in this room. This isn't necessarily something you want to hold. You can, of course, hit the backboards from pretty much anywhere. You can hit this. You could go into snipe from here. A lot of different things. And like I said, you can pretty much hit that portal from any of the backboards. Now, when you're on this, there's not a ton of spots you can really hit. You can hit this other portal. You can hit down here. You can hit boat. You can actually hit into here, which is interesting. But those are really the main rotation points and portals that you need to know on HIGHWIND. It's pretty simple, but a lot of people struggle with the movement and running up from this corner, especially with the single portal down here that people are blocking constantly. The newer players don't know to close their portal after they go through it, so my teammate can get up. So if you ever find yourself stuck down here, you can hit this portal here. Like I said, you can hit the backboard and then go to this portal. You could even go to this hill from here, or hit the plasma backboard. You can portal right into plasma. Another useful angle is if someone is holding plasma, you can actually, from right here, portal in on them if they are there. You also could portal behind if they're starting to look at you and you want to fight them. So those are pretty much all the angles and portals and rollouts that you need to know. Most of them, most important, like I said, is that elbow off of spawn. You're going to spawn there a lot. You're also going to spawn here a lot. So when you are spawning here, you want to move as quick as possible. You can either go there, you can go here, you can go here, and you just place the portal at your feet, or you can use this BR. You can go to sniper, or if you don't want to go to sniper, you could hit something else. Hit this backboard, you could hit boat. There's so many different spots and movements that you can do to kind of control the map, especially off of spawns. Too many people are sprinting off of spawns, and that needs to stop at a higher level. You can't be sprinting as soon as you spawn. You need to get out from where you spawn because people know the spawns and will be looking there. So this was HIGHWIND. Let me know in the comments what map you guys want to see next. We're going to be covering all the maps. And if you didn't already see the stadium one before, make sure to check that out. And I will be streaming on Twitch every day, every morning and afternoon. If you guys want to join, I'll leave a link to that in my description. And I'll see you guys later.